Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I wanted to talk about a debate within the Yakuza community that has been covered by fellow people who are fans of the game series on this platform. Um, Covered by creators who have very high numbers of subscribers, people who actually have very high numbers, and people like me who have like a few hundred. I'm close to 1,000. But this is the issue of Yakuza Kiwami 3. Yakuza 3 is literally the worst mainline game. I'll go out and I'll say it. I have it right here in that god-awful American cover art with Kiryu doing that. I don't even know what the fuck to describe that as. This game is the worst mainline Yakuza game. I hate to say that, but it genuinely is. It has good moments. It has that funny part where Mine speaks in English and the accent is really funny, but Yakuza 3 has quite a few problems. Like the combat. It got the name Blockuza 3 for a fucking reason. And it's a real shame because it's sandwiched between 2, which is one of my favorites, unpopular opinion for some reason, and 4, which is one of my favorites. Actually, my favorite in the series, period. One of my favorite games of all time. Again, weird opinion within the community, but I don't care. Have your opinions. I'll have mine. Yakuza 3 got sandwiched between those and could have been a good game, because it's got a great story. It's got one of the best antagonists in the entire series, on par with Nishiki. Mine is phenomenal as a villain, but its combat and its age really stop it from being as good as it could be. And it's actually especially weird to me, because like I said, actually technically it isn't sandwiched between 2 and 4, it's between a different game that I am now going to talk about in its own section. This isn't a review of the game or anything, but Yakuza Kenzan came before Yakuza 3. We never got it anywhere outside of Japan. We weren't worthy of it, but I bought a Japanese copy and learned Japanese, and how is the combat in 4 and Kenzan great, but in 3 it just sucks balls? That is my brief segment over Kenzan done. So, with that question, Kenzan has significantly better content and combat and anything than Yakuza 3. As I'm playing through the game, I am realizing that every single person who downloaded the online, totally legal patched versions were correct. It's a perfect game. But I'm going to review it later this month. I'm almost done. Actually, at the time this is releasing, I might be done with it, because this isn't coming out for a few days after I've recorded this. Kenzan was incredible. Its combat is great. Even the unarmed combat, which you use in 3 chapters, it's still great. People aren't constantly blocking. So why did Yakuza 3 get so shit? It's a genuine question. The boss fights take a decade. Seriously. Like that first fight against the dude in the really stupid red suit with the sunglasses, I can never remember his name, literally took me 15 fucking minutes. That's not normal for a Yakuza boss fight, and Yakuza boss fights can go on for a long time. I've fought Nishiki twice across Original 1 and Kiwami, and both times it took me almost 10 fucking minutes. This Yakuza 3 has a problem, and Kiwami 3 could fix that problem. Kiwami 3 is a necessary game, because on top of this, I've seen a lot of people who are newer to the series start with 0 and play Kiwami and Kiwami 2, and just skip 3 through 5 because they they are only available either buy it on the legacy console, the PS3, and have it run like shit, which Yakuza 3 does. 4 holds up well. 5 has errors sometimes, like that one time where I fell through the map during Saijima's bear fight. But anyway, these games, um, people don't play the remasters for whatever reason. Graphics whores, and that's a problem that could be fixed if we got a Yakuza 3 remake. Kiwami 3 would be great. Look at what it did for Ishin. We got Ishin outside of Japan. That was cool. I'm sure it's good. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Played the demo. But that's the thing. We need a Kiwami 3 because we've had 3 other Yakuza remakes, and they've been good. So now I'm going to move on to a lot of people's argument with this. We have Yakuza 3 Remastered. We don't need a Kiwami 3. In Japan, they got Yakuza 1 and 2 HD, which was just a Yakuza 1 and 2 Remastered. Also, people don't play Yakuza 3 Remastered when they finished. Like, some people who are newer to the fan base, they just skip through those remasters. They play 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, and then skip to 6. Look at the lore they are missing. Kiwami 3 would be great. I would get to go through the hell of beating Yakuza 3 again. I would probably platinum it. Because the fuck else am I doing with my time? Overall, I genuinely do just think we could benefit so much from a Kiwami 3, and I know people will disagree with me, but I wholeheartedly believe that Kiwami 3 is a necessary game, because Original 3 is kind of mid. And there, that's my reasoning. So please, Yakuza 3 remake within the next 5 years, I'll